From the towering heights of Mount Olympus to the deep passions of human hearts, Greek mythology has captivated the imagination of the world for centuries. These ancient tales are not merely relics of a distant past, they continue to influence modern culture, art, literature, and even our understanding of human psychology. The gods, heroes, and creatures of Greek mythology embody timeless themes that resonate with the challenges and moral dilemmas we face today. Among these enduring legends is the story of Medea, a figure as complex as she is tragic. A sorceress of incredible power, Medea's life is a profound narrative on the extremes of love and the darkness of vengeance. Her tale challenges us to explore the depths of betrayal and the consequential fury of a heart scorned. Join me as we delve into the myth of Medea, tracing her journey from a devoted lover who helped Jason capture the famed Golden Fleece to a vengeful woman whose actions would echo through the ages as a stark illustration of the destructive power of revenge. In the lush, mysterious land of Colchis, at the edge of the known world of the Greeks, lived Medea, a figure whose origins are as mystical as the powers she wielded. Daughter of King Aeetes of Colchis and the nymph Idaia, Medea was not only a princess but also a sorceress, trained in the magical arts that could bend the will of nature and men alike. Her heritage infused her with potent abilities, marking her as a being of both royal blood and divine knowledge. Medea's story becomes central to one of Greek mythology's most adventurous sagas, the quest for the Golden Fleece. This myth features Jason and his band of heroes, known as the Argonauts, who embark on a perilous voyage to Colchis in pursuit of the fleece, a symbol of kingship and authority. The fleece was zealously guarded in the grove of Ares, wrapped around a never-sleeping dragon. Upon the arrival of Jason in Colchis, Medea found herself irresistibly drawn to the bold and ambitious hero. Struck by a love spell cast by the goddess Hera, who favored Jason, Medea chose to betray her own kingdom. Her knowledge and magic became the keys to Jason's success. Not only did she provide him with the means to yoke fire-breathing oxen and sow the dragon's teeth, which sprouted into an army of warriors, but she also concocted a potion to subdue the guardian dragon, enabling Jason to seize the Golden Fleece. Through her cunning and formidable magical prowess, Medea transcended the role of a mere helper. She was a decisive force without whom Jason's quest would never have succeeded. Her actions, driven by love and loyalty, set the stage for the dramatic and tragic events that would unfold as their destinies intertwined. However, the tale of Medea and Jason does not end up with triumph, but leads into a labyrinth of betrayal and revenge that would shake the foundations of their world. After aiding Jason in securing the Golden Fleece, Medea faced a harrowing choice: remain in Colchis, bound by loyalty to her family and kingdom, or follow her heart and escape with Jason. Her decision to leave with Jason, effectively betraying her father and murdering her brother, marked as a pivotal sacrifice, illuminating the depths of her love and the lengths she was willing to go to protect it. Upon their return to Iolcus, Medea's sorcery again proved vital in securing Jason's safety and claim to power. Her abilities and cunning were not just complementary to Jason's ambitions, they were essential. This interdependence was the bedrock of their marriage, which, in its early days, was portrayed as a partnership of equals, bonded by deep affection and shared objectives. In this period of their lives, Medea and Jason's relationship was celebrated as a model of romantic and dynastic partnership. Medea, using her magical talents, even helped Jason influence public favor and settle disputes. Their bond was seen not only as a romantic victory, but the strategic alliance that brought them mutual benefit and stability. However, the very traits that made their union so powerful, Medea's magic and fierce loyalty, Jason's ambition and heroism, also sowed the seeds of future discord. As the political landscape shifted, so too did the dynamics of their relationship, with external pressures and personal ambitions beginning to cloud their initial unity and trust. As Medea and Jason settled in Corinth, the tides of their fate began to turn dramatically. Jason, once a hero bound by love and gratitude to Medea, now saw a new opportunity to enhance his power and secure his legacy. In a decisive shift, Jason chose to marry Glauce, the young and beautiful daughter of King Creon of Corinth. This political alliance promised to fortify his status and influence in this prosperous city-state, offering him a future that Medea, the foreign sorceress, could not. The news of Jason's engagement struck Medea with devastating force. The man for whom she had sacrificed everything, her family, her homeland, and her moral compass, had abandoned her. This betrayal was not merely a personal slight, it was a public humiliation that stripped Medea of her dignity and stability. Medea's emotional state descended into a vortex of despair, fury, and disbelief. Her identity, so long intertwined with Jason, was now in shambles. This profound betrayal unleashed a tempest of rage and sorrow, driving Medea to the darkest depths of her sorceress heart. In her isolation, Medea's thoughts turned ominously towards vengeance. Vengeance not just as in retribution, but as a declaration of her pain and power. As the plans for Jason's new wedding unfolded, Medea's once formidable control over her magic became a vehicle for her wrath. Her brilliant mind, once dedicated to aiding and protecting Jason, now plotted a course of catastrophic revenge. The gears of tragedy were set in motion, with Medea at its dark epicenter, transforming from a protector to an avenger. The stage was now set for a revenge that would echo through the ages, a testament to the destructive power of betrayal and the fierce backlash it can provoke from a wounded heart. In the culmination of her fury and heartbreak, Medea committed an act so horrific that it stands as one of the most shocking in all of mythology. In a cold calculation of revenge, Medea turned against her own children, murdering them to deliver the ultimate pain to Jason. This act was not driven by madness, but rather a deliberate, agonizing choice to destroy what Jason cherished most. Medea's revenge did not stop with this unspeakable act against her own flesh and blood. She also concocted a deadly plan to eliminate Glauce, the young bride who replaced her in Jason's life. Medea sent Glauce a beautiful adorned robe and a golden coronet, gifts that were secretly imbued with deadly toxins. When Glauce donned these cursed garments, they adhered to her skin, consuming her body in a fiery torment that led to her death. Upon witnessing his daughter's agonizing death, King Creon attempted to save her, only to find himself ensnared in the same fatal embrace. The poisoned robe claimed his life as well, as he succumbed to the same gruesome fate. Through these calculated murders, Medea ensured that her revenge would resonate not only through Jason's heart, but through the entire kingdom of Corinth. These acts of revenge were Medea's grim assertion of her power and pain, a message that her suffering was not to be borne in silence. She ensured that Jason's future was irreparably shattered, his new beginnings turned to ashes, his lineage and legacy obliterated in the most brutal manner conceivable. Medea's final steps in Corinth were those of a figure transformed by grief into something formidable and fearsome. Her actions, while monstrous, were a dark mirror to the depths of despair and fury a betrayed heart can harbor. The consequences of Medea's vengeance were catastrophic, leaving a trail of destruction and sorrow in their wake. Yet, the culmination of her actions also marked a strange form of divine intervention or perhaps indifference. As Corinth mourned its losses, Medea was not left to face the mortal consequences of her deeds. Instead, she departed the city in a chariot provided by her grandfather, the sun god Helios. This celestial escape serves as a chilling reminder of the god's complex roles in human affairs, sometimes guiding, sometimes abandoning, and at times merely observing. Medea's escape in the divine chariot symbolizes her unbreakable connection to her divine origins, separating her from the mere mortal scheming and suffering. It also emphasizes the ambiguity of justice in mythological narratives, where divine beings play by different rules, often disregarding human morality. As for Jason, the aftermath of Medea's revenge saw him stripped of everything he once held dear. The tragic hero, once celebrated for his conquests and leadership, found himself bereft of family, love, and power. His end came not on the battlefield, nor in glory, but in loneliness and neglect. Jason died unheroic and forgotten, a cautionary tale of the price of ambition and betrayal. Jason's fate serves as a poignant reflection on the transient nature of power and the enduring scars of emotional wounds. His story with Medea begins with adventure and love but ends in tragedy that underscores the destructive potential of human emotions when intertwined with the capricious will of the gods. Medea's tale is a profound exploration of betrayal, revenge, and the multifaceted nature of justice. Each element of her story, from her initial devotion to her ultimate descent into vengeance, serves as a narrative lens through which we can examine the darker aspects of human emotions and relationships. The consequences of betrayal are a central theme in Medea's saga. Jason's betrayal of Medea for political gain is the catalyst of the unfolding tragedy. It highlights the devastating impact that betrayal can have on the individual psyche and the extent to which one might seek retribution. Medea's response, while extreme, is portrayed as a direct consequence of her profound pain and the disintegration of her identity and life's purpose. Medea's journey into the depth of revenge challenges our perceptions of morality and justice. Her actions pose difficult questions about the nature of retribution. Is Medea a villain for her unspeakable acts, or is she a victim of circumstances and betrayal? This ambiguity makes her one of Greek mythology's most complex characters. Her portrayal fluctuates between sympathy and horror, a testament of the intricate character design that ancient storytellers crafted. Over the centuries, Medea's story has been revisited and reinterpreted, each adaptation adding layers to her character and motives. In classical literature, she is often seen as a figure of extreme emotions, whose tragic path offers a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked passion and vengeance. Modern interpretations, however, tend to focus more on her victimhood and the societal pressures that shape her actions, prompting a re-evaluation of her legacy as a woman wronged rather than merely a woman scorned. What's your thoughts on Medea's actions? Are there circumstances where revenge is justified, or does it invariably lead to further pain and destruction? Thanks for listening.